now we're on to the Super Bowl, which was on Monday. Just to recap, the Seattle Seahawks 29 beat the New England Patriots 13 in what was probably, in my opinion, one of the worst football games to watch, particularly for a Super Bowl. It was error-riddled, ordinary play, and just a punish to get through.
Yeah, and it's a shame I wasn't the drunkest human being in the world, so I could forget that game.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was. And
the good Super Bowl, which was last year, which I absolutely loved. Still haven't seen the last quarter. Even though I've watched it, I just don't remember it. This year, I remember every moment of that shit fest.
It was bad.
The last quarter was okay, but it was over.
It was 9-0, I think,
at
after
halftime.
the three quarters, and it was just a very low game.
Can I give you some stats?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I've written some stuff down.
I'm probably stealing you. You're probably stealing. I'm going to steal it.
You always steal it anyway. Go.
Sacks. Seattle had 7 sacks on Drake Maye.
Only had 6. I must have found or missed one.
You must have missed. You can't count. They had 3 quarterback hits. They had 14 quarterback pressures on Drake Maye.
Okay, now if you're going to give me stats, you've got to be correct.
Well, mate, straight off the internet.
No, they had 19 quarterback pressures. 14 came from one.
Mate, it's written right there. I just noted my handwriting.
No. It's because it's saying, just let me finish. Let me finish.
You're talking about Will. Yeah, had 14 attributed to him.
14. So there were 19 in total. So 19 quarterback pressures on Drake Maye. 14 were attributed to one player, which is Will Campbell.
Which is the left tackle.
The left tackle. So for the left tackle, for people that don't know, it's if you've seen the movie The Blind Side, the tackle position is what that person was playing in that movie. They protect the blind side of the quarterback, and he was the 4th round overall pick in the draft, which means he was probably one of the highest rated for his position, and he allowed 14 pressures on the quarterback. Now, if you don't know what a pressure is, it's when the defense come running for the quarterback when he's dropping back to pass. So on average, in an NFL game, 30% of the time that a quarterback drops back to pass, there'll be a pressure. Right, so one quarterback's throwing the ball 30 times, which is quite common. 10 of those, he'll be under pressure to throw. So that's where the good quarterbacks come into it and still are able to pass. There were 19 pressures in this game on 43 passes, so it's almost 50%, almost, I'll say. I won't go into the math. So every second time that Drake Maye dropped back
he
and
had
throw,
no time.
He was under pressure.
And the only time he did have time, threw an intercept.
Yeah.
He was poor.
Drake Maye can be attributed to 3 errors. He had a fumble and 2 interceptions. He had 10 passes off target. He was bad. He was bad. Real bad. 10 off target. I had him down for the
Seahawks quarterback was much better in the first half anyway.
Are they all the stats you had?
Yeah, I just read them. They were my...
And they were incorrect. That's interesting. All right, so Sam Darnold had 19. He was 50% of his passing, so 19 passes complete, 38 attempts, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, but most important, he didn't turn the ball over, which is crucial. Kenneth Walker, the running back, had 27 carries, 135 yards, 2 receptions, and 26 receiving yards. And somebody actually said before the game that he would be the MVP.
During this podcast.
Who was that, Dave?
Me.
Well done.
Thank you, mate.
Mentioned it. You haven't even mentioned that you called the MVP at $9.
Didn't back it, so...
You didn't back it?
No. I don't know what was wrong with me.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm a little bit annoyed.
Why?
Because before the game, on last week's podcast, I said all these things like, if the Pats can't stop the rush, it's all over. And what happens?
Yeah.
Like, I was 100% right in what I was, the way I thought the game was going to go.
Yeah, and we didn't bet on it.
We were pretty close to the score too.
Yeah, yes, you were close. You had 34-10, 34-14, and the only reason it wasn't 14 was they went for a 2-point conversion at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been 14.
So, everything I thought about the game, and then when I went on the punt, I backed everything around it.
But we spoke about this, and I know there are people that are listening that will bet to win, and they'll do it at, like, small odds or whatever. When you're betting unders everything, it's quite boring.
Yeah.
I find.
Yeah.
And that's why I know I lost in my multis, etc., and I accept that. But I don't like to say, oh, it's going to be under 40 points. It's going to be, he's not going to throw any receptions and he's not going to do this and that, because it's really boring. And I'm hoping that they do throw all this stuff because it makes the game exciting. And it's not like when it's like this.
That game was the garbage.
Look, I'll go a bit more in depth into some of these stats. So Kenny Walker obviously was the MVP for Seattle with his rushing. Cooper Kupp.
How good was he?
Yeah.
I thought he was good.
He was, yes, he had 6 receptions for 61 yards, but he was targeted 12 times.
He was clutch.
Yeah, so he was good. But Sam Darnold was very average for Seattle. So he also should have had a 80-yard touchdown pass.
Don't you think that the cornerback for, I can't remember his name, for
Hernandez,
for the Pats was unbelievable.
He's good, yeah. Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, that's the guy. Don't
Gonzalez.
you think he was unbelievable?
He was very good, but this in the NFL, when you're betting on touchdown scorers, you have to realise that there are only certain moments in a game where they will be given an opportunity to score. There only might be 1 or 2, but there's only a certain number.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, the wide receiver for Seattle, had one opportunity to score a touchdown.
He was open all day.
He was open
and he missed him by a mile.
And Darnold overthrew him in inexcusable circumstances for a quarterback. That would have been an 80-yard touchdown. So, yes, it just was that type of game.
Yeah.
But so Barner, who I did say was a chance of a touchdown, he scored. He had 4 receptions, 54 yards. I know.
And we didn't do it.
No. And Jackson Njigba only had 4 catches.
But he was hurt.
No, but he only got a concussion towards the end of the game in the third quarter.
Yeah.
He had four catches, 27 yards, 10 targets.
But I think that came down to the corner.
It was.
The corner was
very
all
good.
over him.
But also, the quarterback play was poor.
Yep.
Sam Darnold was not good for most of this game. Defensively, as I said, Seattle had 2 interceptions. 1 was returned for a touchdown. Again, we speak about it like we should have known there was going to be a defensive touchdown because
we mentioned it.
We did say.
We talked about it.
They had 8 tackles for a loss. I had 6 sacks. There might have been 7, but Murphy and Hall for Seattle had 2 each. Now, the Patriots. So Drake Maye was 27 from 43, 295 yards.
That flattered him.
2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was as bad as you can see for a game.
Yep.
He also was their leading rusher with 5 rushes for 37 yards. I actually said to that, I said he'll be running for his life. He's going to have yards.
Yep. Didn't do it.
Mac Hollins was 4 receptions, 78 yards, touchdown on 8 targets. There are others there, but the most concerning one from them was Diggs is their number 1 receiver who had 3 receptions for 37 yards, which is really poor. Yep. He went missing completely. And that was both receivers. Now, I do believe you were the one that said because their defenses are so good, their top receivers usually don't go well.
I did.
So,
again,
the mail was there. We spoke about Will Campbell. 14 quarterback pressures was awful. I've got some stats here for Drake Maye, if people are wondering, on how it actually compares his performance to other quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. So there have been 60 Super Bowls in history. So the worst quarterback performance was a guy named Craig Morton. He had, I think he was for Minnesota against Dallas. He had 4 completions from 15 attempts, 39 yards, 4 interceptions. Tough day out.
Not wrong about that.
Kerry Collins was for Carolina against the Baltimore Ravens. Kerry Collins had 15 completions, 39 attempts, 112 yards, 4 interceptions.
That's a rough day.
I will say, I actually remember watching this game, and Kerry Collins, I thought he was going to die.
Was he ever seen again?
No, mate. No, it's not even like Ray Lewis was the captain of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
They were, I'm pretty sure they declared them a street gang by the end of that game because he just didn't want to kill him. I'm pretty sure he went after his family and his kids.
Mate, Seattle were unbelievable.
Mate, Ray Lewis led this team and they tormented him. There is another quarterback who has the 3rd worst rating, but then there is Drake Maye who has the 4th worst quarterback rating of all time in Super Bowls with a 79.1 passer rating, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions.
I know this is a stupid comment because they got there on their own merits, right?
Yep.
But they did have an easy draw
all the way through. It showed, mate.
They got lucky.
It showed.
They got lucky in the playoffs,
we
and then
said
when
that.
they came up against the best side in the NFL, they
Best
got
defense,
flogged.
the best defense in the NFL, they got flogged.
They're still the best. The defense wins titles. So.
It does. The thing that I said earlier, I was always concerned that I thought Sam Darnold had a bad game in him, which is why I was kind of sceptical. But yes, he played poorly, but Kenny Walker was outstanding. The Australian punter was phenomenal. And people may not realise, but he is the best punter in the NFL. He's
$9 million they're paying him.
He deserves every cent.
Oh, mate, that's massive money for a punter.
Yeah, but he got them within the 5 yards twice.
Yeah.
So he pinned the other team down, and the other team couldn't move the ball inside the 5 twice to give their own team great field position later on. He was phenomenal.
Yep.
So he was brilliant. I'll give you some random stat, right? So you get $178,000 for winning the Super Bowl, right? Every player, no matter the position, you that's what you earn. It's not counted on the cap. So here you go. You've won the Super Bowl, 178 grand. California has what's called a jock tax.
Right.
And they will tax you on the number of days you spend in California as a sports team. So Seattle spent 7 days in California in the lead up to the game, and they are taxed at 3.5% of their yearly salary, not what they earn in that game. So Sam Darnold, who is on $33.5 million for the year, was taxed $249,000 for a week.
Fuck them.
So he made $178,000, and to play in the game, he had to give them out of that. Basically, he had to pay $70,000.
That's disgusting.
$40,000.
That's nothing funny about that.
You know why it's funny is because that state is an absolute basket case.
Yeah.
Under Gavin Newsom, their governor, they got, I think, one of the biggest economies almost in the world, and they have the highest taxes for everything.
Well, it's coming to a shore in Australia as well.
Companies are leaving in droves to get away from there. Yeah. How do they justify that? And I know he's got $33 million salary, and I understand that. But to tax someone for being in your city with $250,000 just because he turned up there to play.
How many days was
7?
7. He got $250,000 for the privilege.
Yeah,
fuck you. So that's disgusting.
So so that's that, mate. So that's the Super Bowl.
That's a Super Bowl. Halftime show, Jason.
I don't care. Like Bad Bunny was it.
I agree with you. We talked about it on the day. I thought that the imagery, it felt like it was a music video. I thought all that was awesome.
Visually, it was spectacular.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But other than that,
I don't know him. I don't know the songs.
Didn't know who he was until that day.
And I had that in the rugby league where they've had, I think Macklemore came out, didn't know who he was, loved it.
Yeah.
Is it Jelly Roll?
No. We had last year.
Yeah.
What was the guy last year? I listen to him all the time.
Yeah. It's not Jelly Roll.
No, I don't like Jelly Roll.
I like Jelly Roll.
Now I'm going to...
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Big guy covered in tats?
Yeah, what's his name? Give me 2 seconds.
Apparently not
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's not Jelly Roll. No. But again, what I'm saying is these guys come out...
Teddy Swims,
right? I didn't know Teddy Swims
at all.
Did I?
Never listened to a song.
And then he comes out, he rocks, and I'm like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
So I don't have an issue with them putting people on because I'm old that I don't understand or I don't listen to. I like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked the production of it. I liked it, but I couldn't hear the songs. I didn't know.
We couldn't understand the songs. They were in Espaniola,
which is strange.
Which I didn't. I don't.
Did you hear what the NFL? Sorry, I don't know how it worked, but there was an All-American halftime show.
Yeah, that was
who did that?
Kirk's.
Just
whatever the America First bullshit.
Charlie Kirk's wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
Put on a.
Aaron.
Don't know. Yeah, it's too much politics for me.
All-American.
Yeah,
thing, but apparently it had 300 million views or something.
Yeah, it went off its head.
Streams.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
Kid Rock was on doing it. And yeah, it was pretty.
So it's basically a rival halftime show of people.
I did tell you the other thing I was disappointed with. So I always love every year after the Super Bowl, the day after it, usually a little hungover. I watched the commercials.
Yeah.
From the Super Bowl, they were dog shit. None of them were funny. It was dog shit. It was just freaking movie stars trying to be
Really?
funny where it was dog
I
shit.
still say one of my favourite commercials, which has started and it still goes, is the Dunkin' Donuts with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I still find that really funny. I really like that the commercials with him. I think they got good humour.
He was in a few of them, and McConaughey was in a few of them. It just wasn't what it used to be funny. They used to be nail
used to
it.
be huge, yeah.
It's